FKF president election that is next year. We still even don't know when. It should be in January, but vile namna hii sioni hata ikifanyika January. We are Lilian, we are in November. Next week we in November. Hata tujui kama nani atavai ama nani atavai, kama Nick Mwendwa supposed to vie again. Hata sijui kama nani wanafanya election, by the way.
Last time ilikuwa IBC.
IBC. IBC iko na commissioners. That's how Kenya, that's how far we are. IBC and commissioners, you got na secretariat.
But there's still IBC.
Yeah, IBC secretariat.
There's a department of IBC,
yes,
which can still run
secretariat.
The election in every county.
In every county.
Yes.
Like, do you know right now there should be an election somewhere in Northeastern? Where is it? Is it in Garissa? Somewhere. It's never been held. In fact, the constitutional timeline was already passed. And there's a case in court challenging why the election has not been done. Because those guys from that area don't have an MP. It's been like 4-5 months. I know the producer might be confirming this. Hakuna Chebukati alienda kwake na timu yake walishaenda. Cherera 7 ama ni Cherera 4. Cherera 4 pia. So hii FKF
tunangoja report ya Bomas kabla tatupatia.
Hii FKF bado hatujui. So I don't see this election happening in January because it's 2 months to January. Bado there's nothing.
I'm telling you, I'm foreseen we'll do Chan and Sekafa and we have not done election.
Hii ni Nick Mwendwa, itana Nick Mwendwa bado. Now let's of course tumeangalia
because it was supposed to take place this year.
Yes, but it was pushed to next year January, ndio? Bas.
Walikuwa wanangoja tufanye BDF.
Yeah, January ifanyiki. In my opinion, that is, you see, so I don't think so Nick Mwendwa, if you ask me, before he was president, Nick Mwendwa alikuwa amefanyia nini football hii country?
Even I didn't know who he was. No, he was a patron. Was it for Shabana or which team?
Ni reunion ama ilikuwa gani?
For some team alikuwa patron.
No, of course he owned the Kariobangi Sharks. He still owns Kariobangi Sharks. Yeah, Kariobangi Sharks.
How is Kariobangi Sharks performing?
No, Kariobangi Sharks has been in the league since they were elevated.
But how are they performing?
Mid-table team. But at least he had some.
But you know, kukuon club imaanisha ati you're a good nini. You can be a good manager.
What do you mean? See,
you can't.
But you've managed the club.
No.
In fact, one of the qualifications is you must have some management and administration of a club.
For me, the only thing I remember since Kariobangi Sharks played Everton.
Even though Lishanga. But still Kariobangi Sharks is in the Kenya Premier League. You can't deny him that.
But how many?
But you see now you're settling for.
It's in the Premier League.
Someone who's saying he has a shell of something.
What do you mean? Kariobangi Sharks is a shell.
You see, if you're telling that
it is a shell of something.
It's not a shell. I've already given credentials at Kariobangi Sharks since they were elevated to the Kenya Premier League. They've never been relegated.
Unajua?
They've won the FKF Cup. That's why they had that chance to play with Everton.
If that is the case, then Kalekwe pia.
How long was that?
Kalecha amefanya nini?
Kalekwe huyu wa
the media personality.
No, huyu wa ETV raitwaje?
Nani?
This football club.
Which one?
Watoto Bamungu.
Sofapaka.
Hata yeye anaweza simama.
Eli Kalekwa. Yeah, Eli Kalekwa is if he's.
So you see, if that is the case, you are telling us even him he can stand.
Yes, why not? Because at least he has experience in managing football. Yes.
But you see that is more of ownership. It is not in the day-to-day run.
Kwani kama wewe ni president wa team. So of course you have
that can be involved. One of your main investments. Yeah, like right now, let me ask you.
But you're involved.
Let me ask you. Since Ruto is the president.
Yes.
And Weston is his.
Yes.
Is he involved in the day-to-day operation of the hotel?
No, he has employed somebody to do that.
Thank you.
And that's part of management.
That person who is employed, that is the best person.
And nasi
wacha huyo mwenye ana own.
Okay, let's go even with that one. Has even Mariga been employed anywhere to run in the football team?
At least
him. Where?
No.
Which academy? That is still on Mota and Kokokoto. Which one?
No, at least I can commend him.
Where? In fact,
he's starting from the foundation. Because let me ask you.
In fact, nobody has been recruited.
No, let me. Since you want us to have that argument.
Yes.
So what you have Mwendwa.
Nick Mwendwa.
The
current president.
Yes. He has a club.
Yes.
Does the club has an office?
Yeah, it has an office.
It has
how many members does it have?
It has an office.
It has a like its own premise and everything and facilities.
Yes.
For me-
Where?
for me,
Yes.
what I can say.
Where?
In Kariobangi.
Now let me be
In where?
Kariobangi.
If nataka kuona vitabu zake, if he is making money, that's the
No, skia. Where it is? It is where?
Kariobangi.
Where? They have a space in Kariobangi.
Yes.
This one.
Kwani out train wapi?
For me,
But you see, that is not their facility.
For me, because
Hata kama ni hired.
For me, because one of the problems we are facing in football administration is money.
Yes.
Money.
Management of money.
Money and investors.
Yes.
If that is the case, how many investors does Kariobangi Shark have? I'd like to see their books.
Yeah.
If that is the case, then I'll judge. Because judging by what he's had.
But you see, he's already elected president. He's the incumbent.
He's the incumbent.
Yes.
Him being incumbent, how many investors have we had in football?
Hot air. Saizi tuko na nani? Tuko na Azam saizi.
Which games are they?
We've had Azam. Remember that when Nick Mwendwa was coming in?
Which games have they?
Kenya Premier League was being managed by a limited company, which was led by the likes of Kina Franks and Oguda, which is not. It started well in SuperSport. It was not doing well down the line. They had that sponsorship for like 20 years. They had never invested for Kenya Premier League. They had never given even the Premier League players even a circle.
I don't refute.
Yes.
In 3 months, how many games have been streamlined by
live stream? We've been having live stream for the last 3 weeks.
By Azam?
Yes, by Azam. So like every weekend there's a game.
Me, I don't know because I don't watch Azam.
There's a game. You see now. Find research.
I don't watch.
Let's move on. But you guys agree. That Nick Mwendwa.
No, me I don't agree. I don't agree by the fact that
Nick Mwendwa is
because he has a football club. Yes. That is a qualification for him.
Yeah, it is. Why not? Why not? He's involved in football.
Which football club doesn't?
If he was so good, skia. If he was so good, that club should be shining right now.
No, not rightly.
In fact,
not really.
No.
Why not?
Even if it's not in performance, in financial management, in fact, it should be
the club is still afloat.
No, it is still afloat.
Yes.
But we should be talking of
are we electing someone to just, even if our Kenyan football is dying, ameshikilia tu milango haijafungwa bora tu imefunguka, because that's what we are looking, that's what you are saying.
Better the devil that you know
for me
than the angel that you don't know.
For me,
and that's what we did with the two guys let's vote for the better
can I
devil
say
that
this?
we know.
If that is the case, then we should be using Kariobangi Shark as a benchmark right now.
It doesn't matter.
Listen.
Yes.
Because that is a criteria.
Then elect Ambrose. Then let's elect Ambrose. Let's elect Ambrose.
Benchmarking ya Gor Mahia now.
Let's elect Ambrose. Why? Because Ambrose Rachel has led Gor Mahia to how many titles right now?
But he's not vying.
For me,
he's not vying.
He vied in 2016, by the way.
Can I say something? For me, it's not even about titles anymore.
It's
about administration. If you are still depending on handouts and you've been leading and managing a club for 20 years and they're still leading or depending on handouts.
Who should we elect then? Who should we elect?
No, we are on we are on candidate number 2.
Okay, let's
number 3 and 4.
Twende kwa Msonye.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.